Right now, we're going to do a little bit of art with Sam.
Hi, welcome to Art on Do the Math, and today what we're going to be working on is an art project based on radial symmetry. So radial symmetry is a term that crosses over between math and art, and you see it in nature. And so within symmetry we have things that are have one line of symmetry. We also have things that have multiple lines of symmetry. So when you have one line of symmetry, you fold it and then you have a mirror image that's on both sides. Rotational symmetry, you have a focal point that something is rotating around. So it's rotational usually in geometry, radial symmetry mostly in art. And so a lot of times you'll see things like examples of mandalas are radial symmetry in art. And so the term balance in art is a principle of design. And so that is the term that we focus on symmetry in with art. And so today kids are focusing on the principle of design of balance within using radial symmetry. So the project we're going to be creating is something similar to this. So I created two. So what they're going to have is they have a paper, which you guys are all going to do right now. Grab your square paper. And what you guys are going to do, we're going to have 4 lines of symmetry, right? So I want you to first fold your paper in half, creating your first line of symmetry. And once you do that, you'll open it up, fold it the other direction, creating your second line of symmetry. And then from there, you're going to go diagonal, corner to corner. So you'll do both corners, so eventually you'll end up with 4 lines of symmetry, all connecting to one focal point. Now I had the students already create their design that they're going to be repeating all over because it takes some time. So they have already picked out or drawn their design that they will be repeating and decided which part would be the best focal point that will be rotating around. Good, so you have 1, 2, make sure you end up then from corner to corner, good. So now we end up with 4 lines of symmetry. Okay. Now, once you have your paper, you can move your light board down, and then that point that you decided you wanted on that center, that's where you're going to pick your first triangle, and you're going to line it up. And you'll know that this corner down here will always stay in the middle, right? So your light board should be lit up. You can fit it in your triangle. And once you have that going, you can trace it directly with Sharpie if you feel confident enough, or you can do it with pencil first. Guys got it? Yep. Lay it down there. Nice. Good. All right, you got yours? Yep, and you'll just slide that right under. You can kind of flatten it back out if you need to. All right, so while they're going to be creating their radial design, so they're going to be continually to trace these things, but every time you guys, once you trace one, you have to make sure you flip that over so it creates the mirror image. So every section will be a mirror image of the other section, right? So that will be, you'll have 1 line of symmetry for this one, but in the end we'll have all 4. All right, so as they continue on, they have also already picked their colors, but we'll talk about color theory also when we get back. So we'll let these kids continue tracing on, and when we see you back, we'll see what they have. All right, back to you, Mike.
Thanks for that, Sam. That is an important thing to make sure that they have that mirror image right there. And Sloan, you like doing art a lot, right?
Yeah,
So have you done anything with radial symmetry before?
Not yet, but I have heard of it before.
Okay, well maybe as we go through this, you kind of remember what they're doing and you might be able to make something on your own.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go back downstairs, check out more radial symmetry with Sam.
All right, hi. So if anyone would like to do this project at home, let me explain some of the materials that you would need. So I just took a regular ditto, or 8.5 by 11 page piece of paper, and you want to make sure that you have a square. So you can just fold your page down, level it out. That way you know all you need to do is cut that off, right? So you want to always work with a square. And so all you need really is paper, some scissors, a pencil, and some markers or crayons, and you guys can create this radial symmetry. So let's take a look at what the kids are doing. So far you can see here that, what's your name? Fernando. Fernando has this amazing flower one that's getting created. So he's already made it through 3 different rotations. And we talked also about color theory. So we looked at our color wheel here. And on the color wheel, we talked about there are things on your color wheel that give you lots of information on deciding what you'd like. So you have complementary colors are directly opposite of your picture, or on the color wheel. And then those colors have more contrast, and they really make your image pop. You could also choose analogous colors, which those are colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. And those kind of give more off of a feeling of harmony, and kind of like some harmonious vibes, right? So the kids pre-chose their colors, and so once they finish doing their rotations, they're going to then get to start coloring. They can use 3 colors plus black and leaving some spaces white, like I did in these 2 here. So let's go on. Let's see what we have going here. And what's your name?
Sneha.
Sneha. So she has a very intricate piece going on here. So hers is going to be very fabulous. Look at this, all this design. So she's working on her second one yet. All right, good job. All right, and what's your name? Sione. So Sione's done one with her name, and she is moving along here. And so she has her name in the middle, and it's creating quite the cool geometric shape that is going around here. So yep, you only have 4 more. All right, let's see yours. Ooh, nice. Kind of looks kind of like a spacey vibe. Good. And you have your little shapes in the middle. She's made it halfway, so she'll actually have this piece will be symmetrical exactly to that other one right there. Okay. How are you doing over here?
Good.
Oh yeah, you've already made it halfway too. Ooh, look at that. These kind of look like some cool faces getting created in here. All right. And so you can see that he chose analogous colors here. All right. And let's see yours. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. So Clark is doing, is your name Clark?
Yeah.
All right, so Clark has his name in there. So he's done more, he's going to flip every other. So he's still going to end up with a symmetrical radial symmetry, but his will have a little bit different look. And he picked some more contrasting colors. All right, and we have the sisters over here. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Good. Let's see what you have. Oh, cute. You guys both have little scenes with suns. Oh, that's cool. Yours turned into one full sun because you had a half a sun. Very cool. Doing a great job. And you guys picked what here? You kind of have some complementary colors as well. These are definitely complementary. They really pop off the page. All right, let's see yours. All right, let's see yours. Did you do your name too? And what's your name?
Liam.
Liam, let's see yours. Let's let the camera look. So look at Liam's. He's creating some really cool designs that are getting created in here. So Liam, have you ever worked with symmetry before? Yeah? In math or in art?
Both.
Both? Cool. But you haven't done this project before? All right. You're doing a great job. All right, last table over here. All right. Ooh, nice. So you have some circles going on and some lines. What about you? So what do you know? What do you know about symmetry?
That both of the sides are the same.
Right.
If you fold it or cut it.
Right, yep. So the rotational, we have that 1 point. And then she picked a couple analogous and some complementary colors for hers. So what are some things that you guys see in nature that are symmetrical?
Leaves, flowers, what else?
Butterflies, right? Yeah. So the starfish right here on ours we have as a rotational symmetry. All right, so let's take a look at yours. Let's see. All right. Ooh, that looks very cool. Good job. All right, so as they keep working on here, we're going to continue on with their radial symmetry, making sure that they have that mirror image, or if even like how Clark is doing his a little differently, but his will have exactly the same going all the way around. So with all radial symmetry, you have that one focal point, and they're doing a great job of keeping that there. So as they go along, they're going to make sure they finish all the way around, and then if they decide to Sharpie it, or if they just want to go straight to color, they can. And then they're going to start coloring. So when they go to color, I want them to choose some area or shapes that are going to be just solid black. So that's going to bring some contrast to there. So you're going to have the white and the black. And then they'll be able to use their colors in there, whether they chose analogous colors or complementary colors. So we're going to let them work, and when we see you guys back, hopefully it'll be a little bit further. All right, back to you, Mike.
All right, thanks for that, Sam. And it looks like they're all well into their work right there, because it takes us a while to trace all of those things before they even get to the color. Right now, we are taking a look at the radial symmetry that the students are doing with Sam.
All right, welcome back. Okay, so the kids have been hard at work, tracing away, having to shake out their arm a little bit because it is a lot of work. But let's take a look at some that have finished all the way around and are starting the coloring process. So look at this one. So where's your little triangle go? There it is. So from this picture here, this is what he's created. So he had his center focal point, almost created its own flower in there. So now you're going to start with your colors. Yeah. So that just remember, as you go to color, whatever you decide, if you decide that this one's yellow, then that would be yellow the same all the way around, right? All right, that looks amazing. Good job. All right. And she had her very, very detailed one. So far she's made it in halfway. So I told her, let's work on half, because she can always take it home and finish. So then she's probably going to need some smaller Sharpies to get in here, but that looks super cool. So her center, though, you can kind of get an idea. She's going to have kind of like this kind of like a plus star type of thing created in the middle. That looks really cool. All right, good job. All right, let's see yours. Nice. So she's got hers finished. We saw which one she started with here. And so right now she's working on her Sharpie with creating the black contrast in there first. So finding some areas in there. And I really like how you did that black behind there, because it really brought those letters forward. So when she finishes her black, she'll go with her color. Great job. All right, here's one all the way finished around. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, look how cool that's looking. It really, to me, it does remind me of kind of like some space, right? So when she finishes her black, she has her 3 colors that she's going to use. That looks so cool. All right. Next up, let's see what you have. So yep, here is what he began with, and here is what he's coming along with now. A lot of very cool organic shapes and stars, almost like and you're using this because it's almost going to be like a galaxy. I love that. All right. Ooh, look at Clark. Clark's already got some color in there. So let's see yours. So you can see we talked about how Clark chose to flip-flop his, so he had every other, but it still created that focal point in the middle. Mm-hmm. And now he's already had his black going on, and he's going with his colors. That looks really cool. Good job, Clark.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, look how cool these are. All right, let's see. All right, that looks so cool. What a good job. So you created suns on all of yours by chance, full ones, right? All right, so now you're already ready for your color, so you can start here. So you can decide, like, say you wanted these suns to be yellow, so each one would be the same. So whichever one you color here, you'll color with all the way around, right? All right, and look at this one too. Let's see yours. Where was your little triangle? Oh, it's already, don't move it. We won't move it. You can see it under there, but look at the cool patterns that she's created. I love that. All right, Liam. So Liam got his finished all the way around, and he's starting with his contrast. And then, oh yeah, here's your colors here. Yeah, so once Liam finishes, we'll see all of his kind of complementary colors popping. I love it. Good job. All right, and these girls over here have some very detailed ones. All right, she's got hers already finished all the way around, adding her black. Oh, I love how that created kind of like a diamond shape all the way around with your bubbles. That looks amazing.
Thank you.
Good. All right, and lastly over here, let's see it. I think one of the most detailed ones we got going too. That looks so cool. So yep, she's almost done. And so in her colors here, she has very analogous colors, so there's going to be a lot of harmony. You have already a lot of black, so I wouldn't suggest a ton of black coming in here, but that looks so good. All right, so as they're working, we've seen so much about symmetry, and they've learned about radial symmetry and how that rotates around that one point, and it just continues to go around. So you could have more than 4, you can have 6 lines of symmetry, however you want to create it. You just however many times you fold that piece of paper and you create that little triangle, that's going to be that little thing that's repeated all the way around. So these kids are going to continue to color and draw and trace, and if you want to find these pictures or the finished products or find how to do this project, just check out our social media and you'll find everything there. All right, back to you, Mike.